So, hi, what was the subject?
Well, I guess just in terms of just in general, at the time of us recording, I'm still just going back and seeing the reception that my last IDW dub's gotten. A lot of people seem to be enjoying it. Like, I think people are kind of glad to see me covering something from the Sonic comics for a change, even if it's not Archie.
That's fine. I think IDW's done a great job. I genuinely did not know, like, that was the... My exposure to Tangle and stuff was, I thought, like, she was this intense, like, oh, she's like the new cool kid or something, but
Oh
now
no,
that I know that
basically
she's
she's
kind
just...
of a dork.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good comparison. She's basically... Honestly, you know what? This probably isn't a too far-fetched comparison. She's basically if Kamala Khan was a Sonic character.
Huh.
Okay. I mean, that's what I got. Like, she's just a big dork that loves...
Yes.
That loves doing good things. I hear, and I'm from that. I assume from what you said, I assume she's a Sonic fan.
Oh yeah, she's just a fangirl of just anything that she deems awesome, whether it be Sonic, Blaze, or just anything that, you know, looks awesome to her.
So it's me whenever I'm a Sonic character.
Basically,
and much like Kamala can with her limbs, she can do some serious shit with her tail.
Huh.
Oh yeah, she has like a stretchy, prehensile tail that she uses a lot for combat and even a couple of sight gags.
She is a wonderful, beautiful lemur.
Ooh.
And she's precious.
Possible symbolism.
And it's funny that, like, I make the comparison with Archie, considering that a large chunk of the staff that worked on the Archie series is working on the IDW stuff, like Ian's still writing it, a couple of the artists are on board. It might as well just be a continuation of the Archie series, just without the Freedom Fighters.
Pretty much,
I guess so, and you say that the IDW arc is taking place directly after Forces.
Yeah, the entire thing it takes place directly after Forces.
Which I'm not going to mince words. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I will say that, like, I guess in terms of timing, it makes sense because at the time it was the most recent game that was released. Well, but I will give Ian credit in that. It kind of feels weird saying this. He's pretty much become, like, the story janitor, in that, because with Archie, he became well known for, like, pretty much cleaning up the mess that Kim Penders made, and luckily with IDW, he pretty much cleaned up the mess the Forces made.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, the dude should just be called up to write a full-blown Sonic game.
I want that.
Yeah, the people have been wanting that. I'm honestly, like, I would love that, but as far as, like, on my end, and I could happen because he's going on to writing games as well. Like, he recently announced that he was either the main writer or one of the writers for Indivisible.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I can tell you right now, his writing is definitely. I've already put into works. I cannot promise I can do a full commentary of that game just because it is very long. It's like
at the very least, probably a multi-part look at.
I'm gonna probably do a multi-look at where I show off like. I'm going to show off up until I get a full party of players and we beat this one particular boss that happens later on, about like an hour or two into the game. I'll probably have the little mini look at end after that. Okay. In short, I will probably do a mini extended look at where I have the look at end after people know what I'm talking about. The first boss that you can fight where you have a full party of characters in the boss fight with you.
Okay.
While you're fighting this boss. And because I think that boss also has a cool little dynamic way of how it shows off. I think that'd be a good little finale piece. But I can tell you right now, even in that first couple hours, Ian's writing definitely like pops out. Like you can tell, oh, okay, that's him. There are some fun moments.
And it really is, just because I really do like him as a writer, and I know a lot of people definitely want him on board with the Sonic stuff. I would too. I'm kind of at that point where it's like, you know, if we're not able to get him on board for writing the Sonic games, can we at least have him maybe write for some of the Mega Man games? Because the Mega Man comics are still one of my favorite things to come out of that franchise.
Oh, it's easily one of the best. It's easily one of the best comic adaptations of a video game.
I still need to finish what I have with Mega Man.
Well, yeah. I should continue that. It's easily the best. It's easily the best adaptation that unfortunately got ended way too early.
Yeah, don't remind me because I hadn't gotten close to the cliffhanger.
Yeah, because basically,
what is it? What is it with Mega Man and ending things too early?
I don't know.
Well, the thing is that, like, a lot of it has to do with the fact that at the time Archie was having like a lot of financial problems. That was also the reason why they ended their Sonic run. And honestly, for the sake of Sonic, like, I love the IDW stuff, but I will say it is kind of a shame for Archie, if only because the main storyline, the main series that they have, because they have 2 series, like one that's the main stuff and Universe, which focuses on the side stuff. The main run was just about to hit its 300th issue, and for any kind of comic, that's a pretty impressive milestone.
Yeah,
that is.
And lest we forget Mega Drive.
That too.
Oh my god.
That still pained the fuck out of me.
It was really well written, because I'm assuming Ian Flynn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Flynn as well.
It was well written. I loved the art style of them going basically. It was basically Mania in comic form.
Honestly, anyway,
Whoa,
like,
there it goes.
honestly, with how little it has in common with the actual Archie comics, like, at this point, IDW should just IDW and Sega should just ask for the license to actually finish up that goddamn thing. Just make it an IDW comic.
Yeah.
Right. And then we can finish it and not just because of my own personal bias that I had a lot of fun dubbing that comic.
And I just want to, and I still just find it so delicious, the fact that we look at that art for Mega Drive, that same artist went on to animate the opening for Mania. Let's remind ourselves, this is the same person that invented Nipples the Enchilada.
Oh my god,
It's
yes.
so silly. I mean, again, freaking of all things, the guy, and again, let's not forget the fact that the original dude who animated Nipples on Mario is now the animator and lead director of Mau Mau.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, didn't he? I believe he also did the animation for Dr. Mario for Brental Floss. His music video.
Hence
Yeah.
the first time,
Yeah.
hence the first time I ever saw Nipples on an animated Mario.
Yes.
Please.
Okay, now do me.
Please. Is it hard to see?
Is it hard to
No.
see?
Is it hard
Does it hard to
to
pee?
see? I doesn't do with
No.
HPV. Oh.
Brental. Okay, what is Brental Floss? Oh, okay, kill it. Okay, so just destroy all the guys. Okay, what has Brental Floss been up to recently?
Not much.
Yes.
I mean, he's still doing songs and such, but they're not as popular as his was back in the day. He's still doing
Right.
things. He had a long hiatus.
I miss freaking Demon Tomato Dave. Again, I've already said my whole piece about him. I did love his. I still like a lot of his work, like the It Doesn't Make Sense, which is the map theme from Super Mario World, or the theme from the Dark World. And
I love his
There's just a lot
acapella
of-
covers.
oh no, dude! I one of my favorite things. It's super long, but one of my favorite acapella arrangements he did is a song called Wiggle He, which is like it's basically like a 10-minute long, like, Christmas-esque, like, a Christmas-esque, like, montage of songs.
Oh.
Like, a lot of them. Like, there's so much to it.
Oh, he got stuck.
There's a lot of ones. I'm just, yeah, I would like to see more from him. The most recent things he's been doing is some writing reviews, or yeah, we've been over this. The train's long gone, dude. We just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
seriously.
But I've but yeah, like, you get it. Like, I just I want to see more from him, but he honestly hasn't posted anything in a long time, and if he does,
the most
it's been
I
either a
remember is that
review.
he was one of the lead people behind Use Your Words.
Mm-hmm.
He was? Oh wow.
Yeah, Brother Floss was. I don't know if he was like the full-on director of that project, but he was part of it.
Yeah, I remember he
cool.
was a part of it, and I remember him making announcement videos that showed some of the gameplay.
Which, you know what? Thinking back on it, we really gotta make some time to actually do that game again.
Yeah.
Which
Oh
one?
yeah, I'd love
Use
to
Your
do
Words.
that.
Oh yeah, no. I wonder if they still have updated. And again, I would definitely buy it if there was a Use Your Words 2.
I think they did.
I know that we have a Jackbox Party Pack 6 now to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Oh, and
That'll be
actually, so there's this
The
convention.
door.
What?
The door had the number of the beast on it.
Le gas!
The Bleep.
Can you call him?
Oh,
It's the beast. I
actually,
was just about to make that joke, but that works too.
actually, you want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
So, a couple of times at work, they would say on the total that it's $6.66, or you save $6.66, or you have 666 points on your advantage reward.
And it was told, and it was, and it was told,
I think not!
and it was told, and it was always fun until that one person took it way too far and ran screaming out the door. but no, I agree. I agree.
I think I got that when I went to Starbucks, and I think I said "Hail Satan," and they looked at me funny.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
But I do agree. I love the dude from Incredibles. I think not.
I was watching that earlier today, actually.
Huh.
Who played that teacher?
Who voiced that guy?
him?
I don't know.
I'm guessing one of the staff members.
Probably.
Probably,
Maybe,
but
yeah.
if so, they had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
So-
back to what I was saying
Excuse me.
before. So, I'm thinking about going to this convention that I went to back at college called Retro Game Con. It's in Syracuse. And, I saw on the panel, like, the list of events that they're gonna have. Like, one of the panels is, the Jackbox Party Pack, people.
Cool.
Oh,
And
wow.
that, I think
Actual
they're gonna
devs,
have,
that'd
like,
be
a trivia game thing.
Ooh.
That'd be nice.
So
was
they're gonna have a murder trivia party.
I think
And they're gonna
so.
bring live ammunition. It's gonna be.
Oh
really
my
nice. But I was gonna say, I'm assuming Hype's excited that the new party pack is gonna bring a sequel to Trivia Murder House.
Not really. That was one of my least favorite games.
I would be
I will
excited.
say just-
Time to kill some
Whose
people.
favorite? No, I was gonna say, okay, then whose favorite was it?
It might have been
Whose favorite
maybe
was-
Matt's or yours.
Yeah.
I know I
Yes.
liked it.
I liked it. As
I know
well.
our personal. Excuse me. I know our personal favorite just because of how quick it was Quiplash.
Yeah,
Oh, I
love
Quiplash.
Quiplash.
was awesome.
Quiplash is always a good time.
That's a classic.
Unless you
especially
start
when
getting
you make your own-
repeats.
Oh yeah.
Actually, just,
Yeah, but then you make. Okay, finally made out that check.
Yay!
Now we're now we're ascending out of this basement. We're trying to get back to the top area because now that we've led the dolls away, maybe we can go and see how the children are
They're
doing.
probably dead.
Oh, they're probably dead. Excuse me. But it's good to keep hope.
Hope is good.
Anywho's
What were you
let's
saying
see.
before, Steve?
yeah.
I was just giggling about something because when you were talking about that one teacher from The Incredibles, and I have you to blame because you showed it to us. He's a disruptive influence, and he openly beeps me in front of the class.
Necessary censorship. What will we do without you?
Indeed.
Oh. Wow.
Or I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I think one of the very first of the video of those kind of videos that I've seen is the one from Frozen. It's like, may I beep you, please, alone? No.
Well, there's that. I think my favorite is still with the one that I was showing them recently with Emperor's New Groove. It's like, I've had enough of this beep. Tell us where the beeping llama is, and we'll burn your house to the ground. Don't you
Better
mean
go to
more?
Fine, tell us where the big plum is.
Oh,
Have they done
we
that for
burn your house to
SpongeBob
the
yet?
ground.
Not that channel.
One of my favorites is still freaking Now, stay with me.
Okay.
Now, stretch out your beep, and then I'll grab the rope.
What's funny, what
It's
makes
like,
it even
what?
more is the look on Cusco's face right after he says that.
So what should be?
It's like,
What?
I'm gonna go over to the kitchen and beep the chef. You're gonna get us thrown out.
There's that.
I
There's.
mean, he's not wrong.
I need a bump. I need to beep something. Anyways, so
He
moving
doesn't
on.
really want to beep you.
So my favorite one that was disturbing was the unnecessary censorship with Sesame Street.
Oh my god.
How big is your beep?
But anyway, just to
Just looks
answer,
down like,
just
oh.
to answer your question, James, I don't think that specific channel has done one for SpongeBob, but I would not be surprised if a channel did it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
no, and that was me asking that, but yeah, it's like, they should. There's too much. There's too. I mean,
The
okay,
only
I'm sorry.
condition-
Firmly
the only
beep it.
The only condition is that the only condition
ahead.
is that they need to use the same censor noises that they use in the show.
Yes.
I agree. They have to do Sailor Moon. They have to do all that.
Can I just say
Also-
Can I just say though?
Yeah,
I
go
still
ahead.
find it funny that there are actual televised unnecessary censorship kind of shows, and I forget which show did it, but one of them actually did a clip from
Sonic
Sonic Boom
Boom.
of all things.
Oh,
That's right.
And tells us like,
I think it was Conan O'Brien
beat
or
you.
The Daily Show. Yeah, I think it was either Conan O'Brien or The Daily Show or something. Yee.
Oh, by the way, I
know,
beat you. Okay, just
There was,
checking.
there was that, and I So now again, this is the part where I devolve and now start thinking. I'm just gonna start thinking of my own unnecessary censorship with SpongeBob. I was just thinking that freaking Borgo chips. They're delicious. They most certainly are not delicious. Not the way I beat them.
actually, I thought of another one that I showed them, the one with Shrek, and for some reason one of my favorites is, cool, you beep the dragon, I'll beep the stairs.
Which, funny enough, Donkey did beep that dragon.
No, he beeped.
Yeah.
The line is that he would beep the stairs.
I know, but
Yeah.
Right.
in actuality,
That's what
Donkey
Fritz
did slay that dragon.
other.
There's a law. All you gotta do is
Yes.
beep all you gotta do is beep a princess.
Go on.
I mean, they're not wrong. In Grimm's fairy tales, that tends to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairy tales are not the kid-friendly kind of things you think they are.
Okay, so I've considered doing this. Okay, I want you to hear me out. I've
Okay.
considered doing a look at of a game called American McGee's Grimm.
Huh.
It's by the
Oh.
same guy. There's the 3 blind mice. Say goodbye,
Look
everybody.
at
to the three
all
blind
in a
mice.
jar.
Oh, wow. Speaking of fairy tales.
Oh wow, they're
Yeah,
even
I'm actually
wearing
reading-
glasses.
Huh.
Yeah, I really well timed actually. My bad. Anyway, so but by the same guy who made this, he made a series called.
That was your own damn fault.
He made a series called American McGee's Grimm, which actually went on for like 3 seasons. It went on for a while,
Huh.
and
Did
it was
up in the American McGee's Alice commentary.
yes, back then too. And I was thinking of doing something. The whole gameplay. Ouch,
Ow.
not too fast.
Okay,
That was cheap.
Oh, game design.
Don't you
Yeah.
hate?
is
Don't
finest.
you? Don't you hate when you walk into spikes from the side and they still kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it feel, Mega Man?
Yeah.
It's,
Mega
Man says-
Logan as a bonus. Could you please have the death sound effect when I just say that?
Just somewhere off screen, like oh he's.
As
So
just-
let me.
you were saying, American
Yeah, so,
McGee's Grimm.
The gameplay for it is, I always consider the gameplay of it is almost like something akin to Katamari Damacy, where the idea is you start corrupting little things, and after you corrupt enough little things, you can start corrupting the bigger things until the entire like environment becomes corruptible. So it's very much like Katamari Damacy, and the idea is that the whole pretense of the show is you play the man Grimm himself, who is looking upon the modern Disney-ified recreations of fairy tales, and he hates that. And he's trying to creepy and corrupt them back to the original darker, like, the fairy tale stories that, should have had more momentum. Turning them back into the fairy tales that would actually have very, like, well, grim life lessons, hence why they were meant to be like
I'm
that.
sorry, Logan, but I hate to bring back Once Upon a Girl, but that's exactly what they did in that fucking.
To some extent, it was more sexualized rather more.
Oh
than
yeah, no,
anything.
no,
Yeah.
it was clearly animated porno, but it's
Yeah,
like
also just
Yeah.
speaking of fairy tales, I'll let you continue, but I want to get this out of my system, and I know Logan especially will find this funny. Just going back to our topic of coming up with ones. Just hear me out, Logan.
Yeah.
For a reporter, you sure have a strange way of doing your job. What can I say? I was beat by wolves.
And then it's just a censor bar censored all over the picture.
I mean, I know that's the joke, but I could have the lumberjack going, "What the beep?" But I mean, I guess that's the
I
joke.
can always
is that-
count on you to deliver, you little rascally.
Wait. I need to ask. Did they say, I knew it, never beep a bunny?
Never beep a bunny!
No, we're just making this up as we go along. There's that and hype hype. God is my witness. You will learn to beep.
I was contemplating doing that one, but I wasn't sure if I would.
I'd be down for that.
He's trying to beep words of some kind.
There.
There's
You
also
know,
going
go
back,
up there.
going back to topic real quick. Do you think they ever did an unnecessary censorship thing based on Alice in Wonderland?
I'm sure they did, but just
Maybe.
another one. You ever thought about decaffeinated coffee? I don't beep coffee.
Can I beep coffee?
Oh, she's got 2 blades.
Yeah,
Going back to
Especially
Grimm
when
Fairy,
extra dangerous.
going back to Grimm Fairy Tales. Recently, they are
Yeah.
making a movie based off of the original of Hansel and Gretel, in like a horror-esque kind
Yeah. I saw that. You showed me
did-
that.
of movie. Yes.
Oh, did anybody here see Witch Slayer, the one with frickin' Hawkeye?
Nope.
Playing
No, but
Hansel?
really?
Yeah, there was it kind of in a similar vein as like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer. or
I
something
did
like
read the
Someone
book
did
on that. That
something
book
where-
was awesome.
The movie was kind of okay, I hear, just not the best. But anyway,
was better.
but someone, but I guess they made something called Hansel and Gretel Witch Slayers. Yeah, being that they hunted witches. Like they have this like one scene I remember from the trailer is they set up a bunch of like clothesline. They set up a bunch of like sharp barbed wire between trees so that as a witch flew by, she would get clotheslined by them. stuff like that. But again, I just remember Hansel was played by the dude who plays Hawkeye.
Nice.
Jerry something? Jeremy or something?
What's his name? What's his name? Hype?
Jeremy Rimmer.
Jeremy Renner. I know it started with a J.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner. I forget who played Gretel, but yeah, that was the gimmick for that one.
That was interesting. I might give that a look
There's
at.
the elevator. We can finally get out of this basement.
Oh,
I remember he did like another movie with like a game of tag or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, he was the expert at tag. I love that movie.
Yeah.
That was actually based on a true story. But yeah, with that said, join us as in the next part we're going to take a very, very brief trip back up to the surface before our final descent into the basement. But yeah, we have one more trip up to the surface.
Our
in this
final
next
descent into madness.
Yeah. Wow, that's a pun.
He said the magic word.
Till next time, everybody.
Bye-bye.
I wonder if this elevator has good music.